Welcome back. Glad to have you with us. Now time for a recap of our top stories. Here's Erin Ade with the very latest. Erin, what's happening?
Here you go, Brian. Now, Philippines officials say the death toll from a powerful typhoon that sparked flash floods and landslides in the country's south has risen to more than 270 people. At least 151 people have died in the worst-hit province of Compostela Valley since Typhoon Bopa began lashing the region early Tuesday. More than 60 villagers and soldiers perished in a flash flood that swamped two emergency storm shelters and a military camp. Scores of people are missing. The typhoon, one of the strongest to hit the country this year, blew into the South China Sea on Wednesday. An Egyptian official says the country's president has returned to his Cairo palace a day after tens of thousands of angry protesters besieged the complex. Officials say President Mohamed Morsi is back at work at the presidential palace on Wednesday. About 300 opposition supporters are still camped out in front of the palace's main gate. They're demanding the president rescind a decree that gives him sweeping powers. The decrees and the hurried adoption of a controversial draft constitution have plunged Egypt into the worst political crisis since President Hosni Mubarak's overthrow nearly 2 years ago. New York City police say a suspect in the death of a subway rider who was shoved onto the tracks was implicated by himself in the crime. An NYPD spokesman says a suspect was taken into custody on Tuesday. No charges were immediately announced. Ki Suk Han of Queens died shortly after being hit by a train Monday at the Times Square subway station. Police say he tried to climb a few feet to safety but got trapped between the train and the platform's edge. The victim was photographed just before the train hit him, and now that image, published in the New York Post, has set off an ethical debate. Those are some of your top stories for this Wednesday, December 5th, 2012.
Thanks, Erin. That image certainly stays with you.
It certainly does, and we'll hear a lot more about it, that's for sure.
Yeah, we will. Thanks. Well, now for a feature we call the 65s, 5 stories from around the globe in 60 seconds.